Media Group. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? We are super excited. We are back with another episode.
Again.
Guys, stay tuned. We are locked and loaded. We are super busy and we are super excited to bring you some amazing content. Amazing content.
As you guys know, we love talking, and we love talking to people that are, either pursuing their passion, or on their path,
right,
or in their zone, entrepreneurs,
walking in their purpose,
creatives, self-employed, community people, politics. If you have a story and you like to tell it, we're here. We're here for you. That was our goal. We wanted to be a voice for the voiceless, and I feel like we're doing a pretty decent job of that.
Absolutely.
Another Monday on the books. Today we have another special guest, Mr. Darwin Cooper Jr. Mr. Cooper Jr. is running for Cumberland County Commissioner. That makes two. This is our second candidate for commissioner that we have on the platform. Going along with our theme of just shining the light on those in the political realm.
Right.
We support anybody. If you want to come on, if you are another candidate that's running for commissioner, you want to come on here and tell your story, hit us up. We're here for you.
Absolutely.
We're gonna talk about our week, or how you feel about that?
Let's talk about the Hocus Group.
Hocus Group. Last week we had Margaret House from the Hocus Group on, and that was a very, very insightful interview. It was dope. We really like what they bring to the table and what they have to offer when it comes to just providing space for community groups. Like we have people that have venue space, but I don't really see too many that provide space specifically for community groups that focus on like emotional development,
social emotional development,
stuff
absolutely.
like that. Just hearing her story, having her son come in and tell his little side of view about the work that he does for her. That was pretty dope. And we look forward to having them back again. We look forward to working with them.
And guess what, guys? Right in Upper Deerfield, she's having a summer camp. So if you are looking for a summer camp, now is the time to lock in. Contact the Hocus Group. They're right in Upper Deerfield. They have so many different things to offer. And also, of course, your lovely BMG will be there teaching a media intro to media class.
Oh, she actually hit me back about that.
Oh, so yeah, that's great.
We're sharpening up our curriculum for our media courses.
So we're super excited for all the opportunities. I thank you all for sharing and subscribing. Everything that we're doing. We are at 17.8K.
Yes.
And we are super excited about that.
We appreciate each and every one of you guys.
Every single person. We could not do it without you. If you haven't already, share, subscribe. We are getting into an amazing interview today. And guess what? We are going to get some real education. People who don't know about politics, don't know what a commissioner is, people who just don't know what it means to get out and vote. We are going to talk about that today. Don't forget to share, subscribe, tell a friend and tell a friend. Right now, we have the wonderful Darwin Cooper in the building, guys. Super excited, super excited. All right, B, how you feeling?
I feel good. Interview number 2. We're going along with our theme of doing 2 interviews on Mondays. It feels like we're staying on pace with the work that we were doing at the end of last year, the beginning of this year,
right?
But we're working less. We're not doing 4 or 5 interviews a week, because that was crazy. I don't know what we was thinking, but
we're filling space.
Yeah.
We're filling space.
Yes.
Guys, if you haven't already seen all the other podcasts that we have on VoiceBox Radio page, please feel free to look at everything. We have all of our shows up and coming.
And shout out to the team. We got more shows coming.
Absolutely. Guys, it's not just us here. It's not just me and Brandon. Our team consists of 20 people, even though we are the face. A lot of people just think it's just me and him, but we could not do it without our team. So shout out to our team. We love each and every one of you, and we love being in the space that you're in. If you're interested in starting your own podcast or you have a vision, let us bring it to life for you.
We're a platform. We don't just do our show. As you know, we have Flex Friday on Fridays. We have Feel Good Fridays with DJ Liddy. Shout out Nino and Liddy.
Shout out Nino and Liddy.
Steph Mish just did a stream last Friday.
Shout out to Steph. She did her first show on our platform, which was super exciting. Welcome and we encourage everyone, whatever your passion is, whatever your goal is, whatever purpose you have, please walk in it. Right on into the stage, and we will shine the light on you.
Come up here where we're at, so we don't got to be up here so much.
Absolutely. Without further ado, let's get into it.
Today we have, like we said, Brother Darwin Cooper Jr. running for Cumberland County Commissioner. You might take some time introducing yourself and just telling our listeners a little bit about yourself and what you got going on.
Absolutely. I see you guys are at 17,000 followers on Facebook.
Almost 18.
Yes. You guys catching up to me. I'm at 19,000. I'm trying to get to 20,000, but I'm gonna send out about 1,000 invites to this page. So you guys should see an increase.
Catch up to you then.
Yeah, you guys might be catching up to me. But thanks for having me on VoiceBox Media Group. I appreciate it. You guys spoke about people walking in their light. And you guys are doing that yourselves,
thank you. It's an honor.
Thank you. Entrepreneurship, you guys have started it. This is great. So many talented people we have in Cumberland County.
Mm-hmm.
So for them that, they want to start their podcast or anything, you guys said you also rent this facility out.
We do. Yep.
So they can come here and rent it. You don't have to go far. This is a great facility.
Mm-hmm.
One of these days, Brandon's going to have to turn the camera around and show you the place. It is really, really nice. But my name's Darwin Cooper Jr. I'm running for Cumberland County Commissioner. This upcoming commissioner race is probably Democratic primary race.
Mm-hmm.
And even the general race in November is probably the most important two races that we have ever seen or been involved in. So before I get into anything, folks, make a plan to vote. You have June 2nd, you can vote. And then you have early voting, which is from May 22nd to May 31st. Get out, make a plan to vote, because if you don't vote, you can't complain.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And it's so sad because, especially if you're a minority, what your ancestors went through for you to be able to vote.
Mm-hmm.
Get out there and vote. And, they went through a lot, blood, sweat, and tears so you can vote.
Right.
So definitely don't be ungrateful or lazy. Get out and vote. But with that being said, like I said, I'm running for county commissioner. I love Cumberland County. I like to say I'm Cumberland County born. I'm Cumberland County bred.
Hey.
And when I die, I'm going to be Cumberland County dead. I ain't going anywhere. I ain't going anywhere. I love it. We all had chances to leave, but I love it. I have a 14-year-old son.
Mm-hmm.
We love going down to the Bayshore community, Fortescue, Newport, to go fish, crabbing. And then you can come into the rural places, and then you can come into the inner cities. Bristol, Millville, and Vineland is so diverse. If you follow me on Facebook, I love to go to all the different eateries. We are blessed to live in a county like this. So I'm running so I can have a seat at that county commissioner board table so we can continue to better the county and move it into the right direction. Because this is a gym and it needs work. Every place needs work. And I want to be a part of that team to get it done.
Absolutely. Can you give them a brief little description of what the commissioner does and what you're actually running for, just for those people that don't know?
Absolutely. And it's sad because, Brandon, it's a lot of folks who don't know.
A lot of no voting primaries too. I wanted to get
Yeah, that's why I said they got to come out and vote June 2nd. A lot of them don't vote in primaries. It's a very low turnout. We got to change that. But a lot of people know they mayors. A lot of them know they council, obviously president. But county commissioner, you'd be surprised. I talk to people and they say, what is that? What do they do? So there's 7 board of county commissioners in Cumberland County. Every county has a few more. I think Essex County, when you start going up to those big counties, North Jersey, they have like 9, I believe.
Okay.
Passaic County. But down here is 7 county commissioners. And you oversee majority the budget process, maintaining the county budget. There's different departments, so liaison wise. So you can be a liaison to the Department of Aging. You can be a liaison to the Public Works, so Board of Social Services. So every county governmental department, has a commissioner liaison, at least 2 of them. So they're overseeing the quality of life of their residents in the county, the budget, and making sure the county is just being ran smooth. That's the main goal of the county commissioner, making sure the county's being run smooth. And I like to call it taxpayer justice. And our taxpayers are seeing their money being spent wisely and put wisely and being, So that's pretty much the main goal for a county commissioner.
What led you to down this path? What was the moment that you decided that I'm going to throw my hat in the ring and run for commissioner?
Well, I've been involved in politics now. Never been an elected official, but I've been involved with politics for about 10 years now. It's no secret that I was a former Republican, so I've been on both sides. So I've been involved 10 years, Republican and Democrat. And I've just from a young age been around it. family, friends. So, you get pulled into it. And I always say, whoever said politics was boring, because it's truly not. As you can see what's going on from a federal level down to a local county level. And I've always been intrigued with it. And I always wanted to give back. I love where I live at, and I'm constantly seeing our constituents of this county, the people that live here, the residents that live here, be left in the dark. And I wanted to run to provide more transparency.
Right.
So I got involved to provide more transparency for the constituents and people of this county. So that's the main reason I'm running to implement that.
That's really cool. That's really cool. We got a question in the chat early in the game.
They must knew I was on here. Be
Early
nice,
in the
people.
chat.
Be nice.
So we have Sterling Rainier.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
He says, "Hey, Brother Coop, tell me why people of Cumberland County should vote for you, and what do you bring to the table?"
Bang, oh, the hot seat.
Joe.
Hot seat.
Sterling, we like you, Sterling Rainier. Thank you, brother.
Good question.
I used to have a blast working with you, but I think I'm very unique because I've been on both sides. I understand the left constituents. I understand the right constituents, Sterling. And with that being said, I think I bring a coalition where I understand Democrats, Republicans, even independents. And when you need those individuals to win. And with that being said, when you have that unique assets and you have relationships across the aisle on both sides, lifelong relationships in this county. I talk to people from all over. Like you see, I'm out doing a small business tour.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm meeting the people where they are. Sadly, that doesn't happen now. No county commissioners out and about. Hate to say it, unless it's election time or it's an event where the camera's at. I'm going to the people, and I'm glad I'm doing that because so many folks out here have so many issues that you wouldn't even be aware of unless you were talking to them.
Yep, you gotta meet them where they at.
You got to meet them where they at, and I'm glad I'm doing that, and I'm taking all these notes down so I can, once I win in June and have a seat at the table for the county commissioner board, we can implement those issues and then we can try to find solutions for them. So I'm ready to work with anyone, no matter what letter is by their name, if it means moving Cumberland County in the right direction.
Absolutely. What are some of those issues that you've come across and talking to people?
Sadly, it's been taxpayer issues. That's why I'm running on taxpayer justice. Letting our taxpayers take home more than what they, more that they earn. The youth, it's a lot of issues with our youth that come up to me every day. I was surprised. I started my small business tour today, and I thought this business owner that owned the bodega was going to tell me issues about store related issues.
Right.
Youth was one of the big ones that came up. He says, because I see how dangerous things are getting around Cumberland County. And, I always say this, politics always has a way of finding you. So you might say, I don't want to be involved, but it's going to find you. And this store owner, it found him because kids are starting to come in there, act up in his establishment. It was one attempted robbery. So you see how it starts to follow you. So I told him that's one of my biggest things on my platform is the youth. And I said, once I'm elected and we start the 2027 budget overview, I would love to take a fund out, 200 to 300,000, so we can have that fund for these nonprofits, these sports nonprofits.
There's a lot of them out there.
There's a lot of them out there. You got
so
one of my uncle, James Cooper, is in that. He has one. So I would take that 200. Out of bounds. Fed up for you. What's I don't want to leave John Fuqua out.
Oh, shout out to John Fuqua.
Life worth living. Yeah, we are better together. I would put that Al Porter. I would put that fund to the side. So when because I get calls asking for money, and I'm thinking, y'all don't have no support. They said it's rare, the city or the county. That's wrong. The county should be behind these individuals, these groups, because our youth is everything. And I always say idle time is the devil's playground.
A lot of them self-funded, which is crazy, and the money for the money to be there. So,
and you shouldn't have to rely on grants all the time. Your county should have your back as well. Mm-hmm. So I would take a fund. I would take a $200,000 to $300,000, whatever the number is. I would put that to the side. So when there's issues, like I have these nonprofit individuals or leaders come up to me asking for donations, they'd be able to go to the county. 10,000 here, 10,000 there. Obviously we would, it'd be oversight, see what it's being spent on, what it's being spent for.
Reports, quarterly reports.
Yeah, orderly seeing the track record of it, the process. But they will have resources that they lack now. Yes. Some of these kids, some of these organizations want to travel, they can't. This, you would be able to have it. And they would have a direct line to a commissioner that they can reach. A lot of these commissioners that are on the board now, they need a GPS to get to some of these inner cities. Some of these.
Honestly, I don't even know who.
I agree.
Yeah. But
So I definitely would be one of my biggest goals to get that rolling.
Now that would be dope. There's a lot of people out here doing the work.
So. Yeah. So what is your vision for the future of Cumberland County? My
vision for the future of Cumberland County is biggest thing is with the youth. And I just, like I said, I want to continue to stay here. I don't want no hot, we don't want no hot summer. It look like it's going that way with Millville, Bridgeton, Vineland. I love it where I live at. So the vision is we do something for our youth first. I was talking to John Fuqua the other day, and he put up that project about how the jails and stuff would pay for a recreation center. And I'm behind. I'm 110% behind that. Give them something to do. Because sadly, it's not a lot to do here. And, I always say you give them something to do and we'll be okay. So that's one of the biggest things is set our youth up for success, not failure. Because right now, idle time's double playground. It's going to be failure and trouble. It's easy to get in trouble, hard to get out. So set them up right. And then you set them up right, you okay.
Yep.
And then, go ahead.
I feel like they know those things too. That's what I think. I don't know how you do it, because I feel like if I got into there, I would start asking questions to the point that I made myself angry. And I was in there flipping tables over and stuff too. So how do you deal with knowing what needs to be done and then not putting no blame on anybody, but seeing it not necessarily get done?
Well, that's the thing. That's why I'm running. So I tell people step up. If they not doing it, vote them out. Vote somebody in that can have a seat at the table and will do the job. You don't know until you give them a chance. So I say you vote this person in, they talk the talk. Let's see if they walk the walk. We give them a chance. We vote for him on June 2nd. They go on win in November. Now he's a county commissioner. He, she, whoever, get the job done. It's time to get the ball rolling. And it's another thing, going back to Sterling Rainier, about why I'm different or why people should vote for me. And this is not on a bragging level, but I have direct lines to our governor office, state assembly office. A lot of these other candidates can't get that. They don't have that direct line. I talk to our state assembly team and state senator all the time. So there's only one way to get the ball rolling is you got to have that state level connection, the funding, the grants, all that. And they have influence as a state assemblyman, state senator, the governor, the lieutenant governor. I was with Lieutenant Governor Caldwell not too long ago, and we toured downtown the city of Vineland. So those connections come in handy when you finally are a commissioner, and you can get these individuals down here, and we can get work done.
To see what's going on.
That's the only way you get work done. Yeah.
So can we do a little bit of education for the people who don't know about voting? So tell us what you're running for right now and what's going to happen on June 2nd. And then what is the next race after that?
So June 2nd is the Cumberland County Democratic primary. It's six candidates. Voting starts at 6 a.m. I want to say it's done at 8 p.m., 6 to 8. But you can also vote early, which is May 26th to May 31st. Bridgeton, Millville, Vineland. One thing I like about voting, I don't vote on election day. I vote early.
Early voting. Absolutely.
Early voting is amazing because you can, no matter where you live in the county, you can vote anywhere. So if you live in Millville, you can come to Vineland at the new fire department. That's where their early voting is. And on my page, I have the actual flyers with the exact information and times and dates. Darwin Cooper Jr. on Facebook. And I'll reshare them as we get closer to early voting. So you can vote no matter where you live in the county. You can vote anywhere for early voting. And it's nice because on election day, it could be hustle and bustle, a lot going on.
Right.
It'd be a line. Yeah. Vote early. You got a decent amount of time to vote early. So I love voting early, and you out. You're done. So voting early is good. Now, there's 3 seats that are up for people to win, the commissioner candidates to win. There's 6 of us running.
Okay.
So 3 people will win out of the 6 candidates. They win that on June 2nd. They go on to the general. I want to say November 4th. It's either the 2nd or the 4th. They will take on there's 3 incumbent Republicans, meaning these are 3 Republicans that are currently holding the seat.
Yes.
That are county commissioners right now.
Okay.
Those 3 Democrat candidates will take on those 3 Republican county commissioners.
So they're all Republican?
All 3, yeah.
Wow.
All 3 are Republican. It's a Republican-controlled county commissioner board.
I'm about to
So
say.
here's the thing, though.
It doesn't have to be like that.
It doesn't have to be like that because guess what? The Democrats only have to win 1 seat, and it flips back to Democrat control in Cumberland County.
Okay.
There will be 3 seats in November.
Yeah,
they don't need to win all 3. We hope we win all 3, but you only need to win 1 seat, and then it gets back to Democrat control. And I think that's how it should be. You never should have one-sided for a long, very, very long time.
Especially majority.
Majority, big thing, majority. So so then it goes on to the general election, and then you get the results from that in November.
Okay.
So that's how that plays out.
All right, guys, we got early voting. We got voting on June 2nd.
That's the general. That's
primaries. Don't forget to get out and vote.
Yeah.
It's very important that the Democrats have a voice, as always. And then don't forget, early November, get out and vote. And if you're looking for a change in our county, please get out and vote. Register to vote. We are VoiceBox Media Group. If you haven't already, like, share, subscribe, be a part of the conversation. If you have questions, please drop them in the chat. We would love to answer them. We got another recurring question, but we'll just skip over that.
Also, too, May 12th is tomorrow is the last day to register to vote, folks. May 12th is the last day to register to vote. You can do it online. You can go to our Cumberland County Clerk's office, get it done. We have an amazing clerk, Celeste Riley, and you can vote. You can register to vote. But tomorrow is the last day to register. And I'm on people like white on rice. Please register. They don't know how crucial this is.
Absolutely.
Very important.
May 12th. The last day to register is tomorrow.
Guys, if you haven't already, you heard what he said. Get out and vote.
Make
sure you register. So what has been the most challenging thing about running for Cumberland County Commissioner?
The getting to the people.
Okay.
That's hard. You got to have a big team.
Okay.
Outside all the time. Every time we see you outside.
I'm outside, but you really need a team. And see what this year it was very different. The Cumberland County Democrats didn't endorse.
Okay.
So all 6 candidates are on your own. If the party would have endorsed, you would have had a little bit more support and resources behind you. So with that not happening, it's kind of your own money, your own time, and your own team.
Marketing promotion.
Yeah, marketing promotion. So, president and CEO, it's just you. You're not having the support of a county political organization.
Gotcha.
So that's all for this race. That was my issue.
Why is that? Why?
They went away with the steering committee, and they just didn't endorse any candidates this year. So they said they will endorse whoever wins the June primary. But this is unprecedented. They never. Usually the party will get together and endorse whoever wins the convention. They didn't do that this year. So I love it that way because you know what? It takes away about the party already had who they wanted. Yeah. So no favoritism. It goes straight to the Democratic voters.
Okay.
Yeah. So the voters this is good. The voters have say so on who they want to vote for in November.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's steer away a little bit from the Republican versus Democrat, but I want to talk about why transparency and communication in a local government is so important.
Oh, it's crucial. And that's one of my other platforms on my agenda for me running is transparency. Because again, like I said, sadly, and to be honest, some elected officials would like it to be non-transparent. A lot easier. And as you see with the what the data centers that's going on.
That's crazy. I was feeling it.
You know,
it
is what it is. I'm around these individuals, and I'm not saying it was done wrongly.
It was,
but it was definitely done in a way where it wasn't as transparent.
Yes, yeah.
You know, there could have been a town hall held first. That's something I would have did if I was involved with the city politics here in Vineland. Town hall, you hold a town hall, you hear the people first. That's one thing. I was just at a forum / debate this past Saturday at Millville Library, and the audience loved my response because transparency is what I'm bringing as an elected official. You guys are tax-paying individuals. Even if you don't pay taxes, you still county residents and constituents. You should know what's going on. You should know what's going on in the budget. You should know what's operations the county, your mayor, your city council, whoever. It ain't just county commissioners. Any elected official should not be afraid of being transparent. Because if they are, then that's a big red flag.
And that's how you lose favor with the voters by keeping them in the dark around certain things. So it's still going on.
Oh, it's major.
Emotion about that data center.
It's a major.
And like you said, a little bit of transparency probably would have went a long way with how that rollout.
I don't even think we would have been here if they would have had a town hall and you let the residents of the city of Vineland decide and not just try to get this passed super quick.
Throw it on our backs.
We wouldn't have been here right now. That's why you got major organizations like Sustain NJ fighting to the core.
Yeah, we got to get them up there too.
Yeah, you got to get them on here, not just South Jersey, but throughout the state. They're they're grouping with different organizations. But transparency is crucial because right now the public does not trust the government. Not at all, not even on the local level, they don't trust them, and you see it every day. And when I'm out and about canvassing, knocking on doors, people say that just be transparent. We give you a chance. We'll vote for you on June 2nd.
I feel like just transparent. The local level doesn't get the attention it deserves as well. What can you tell our listeners and voters about paying attention to who's running for office on the local level?
Oh, that is crucial, because I always
say that just vote for the president. That's it. When the president's race come around and they vote, and then it's like,
I like to say all politics are local.
Oh,
it is, because they say, I only vote in presidential races. Well, you're wrong, because that mayor, that city council member, that county commissioner, they can affect you a lot faster than what the president can do. Because that you live here. They got city ordinance, there's laws they can do, they can raise your taxes. What's going on right now, not hit the Republicans on the head, but there's going to be a tax raise this year in Cumberland County due to mismanagement of the budget by the Cumberland County Republicans. So you people need to know what's going on. That's why transparency, and we're getting involved. Like you said, it ain't about being transparency. You got to get involved too.
Yep.
All the folks listening, watching, you're sitting on the couch at home, whatever, get out, get involved, start going to these city council meetings, start going to these county commissioner meetings, start going to your Vineland, Bristol, Millville school board meetings.
Right.
If you don't know, you don't know. So it's crucial. They got to start coming, because they're being left in the dust on some serious issues. And then when it hits them, they like, oh, what happened? That's what happened. You wasn't there.
Absolutely. We're going to go to the chat real quick, go to the comments. We have Joe Johnson with a question. Do you have any plans on putting something in place to help the homeless to get housing?
Great question, Joe. That was a question with the forum I was just at, because homeless is a big thing here in Cumberland County. Tent City, you see that, and it's so sad. I was just
Millville?
Not Millville. Millville, all of them have tent cities.
They got one across the river.
Yeah, but I was in Bridgeton and was a veteran. Touched me to my core that I gave him some change to get something to eat, but no way our veterans should be there. So what I would do for our homeless problem, I would sit down with local nonprofits, clergy, our board of social services, even private industries, and reach out and see, because there has to be a break where we catch them before they get homeless too. Because it costs so much money once they're homeless and they lost everything. There's ways to stop this before you even get to that preventative ways to stop that. So what I would do is, like I said, I would sit down with our nonprofits, our local organizations, our clergy, even again, this is what happens when you have that connect. Reach out on the state level, have them come down, sit and talk, and we can come together and we can correlate programs, more resources and more programs, because we have it. You just got to advocate a little bit stronger and harder. Yeah. But if you're an elected official and you could care less about these individuals sleeping on the street, starving, that's not going to be your priority.
Yeah, nothing's going to happen.
Nothing's going to happen. They don't care. It's not them. They living good. So I don't want to see that around our city, people living like that, because once you clean up your city and your county, then businesses will come. You know, you can implement things and people will want to come here and grow here, good businesses, and you know, you'll be okay. So that would be one of my main issues as a county commissioner. Sit down, bring in some state legislators, state assembly, state senators, and we sit down with our local mayors,
right,
local municipalities, and we come up a plan. I know we have room here to make small houses for these individuals. There's room here that was talks before in Bridgeton to make like a small community for the homeless, less fortunate, you know. So that's some ways you can get this done. And I believe we have the resources to do it.
What are your thoughts on economic growth in small businesses? I know you're on your little small business run right now. I know
I was just about to say that. What other plans do you have? Yep.
It's more than networking.
How important is that to what we have going on as well in our ecosystem in Cumberland County?
Well, that's why I started that business tour, because I want to foster strong growth and economic growth with our local businesses. A lot of them, I'm going to another one on Friday, another tour, and they feel left behind. One left the city of Island. It went to another local city in this county, but one left the city of Island because they didn't feel appreciated by the local government. And you know, and I'm not saying anybody's wrong. I don't know. I'm not that business person or the business owner that felt that way with the local city, but they left. And they just said, cool, we just felt like we're heard and felt appreciated. And I said, absolutely. Today, when I went to kicked off my business tour in Bridgeton at a local bodega, and he said the same thing. He said, we just want to be able to reach and access somebody when we have an issue. Even if he said, even if you can't help me, the fact that you call me and I call you and you pick up the phone, that means a lot. And I said, that makes a difference. And I said, listen, this ain't going to stop once I'm elected. I'm a county commissioner. I'll be touring all businesses, crisscrossing this county. I want to hear what you guys got. It's time to have, you know, we elect these elected officials and they get in these seats, and we didn't send you up there to be no big shot or get comfortable. We didn't send you up there to be no big shot or get comfortable. We sent you up there to have the uncomfortable conversations. So we can find solutions for problems that the county has. So that's one thing. That's why I'm doing my business tour, to hear these and listen and talk about these uncomfortable conversations and figure out a way how we can better these incidents.
Right. Before we start wrapping up, I just want to talk about one question that's in the chat. If elected, what is one thing you want your legacy to be?
My legacy to be, if I'm elected, is may the work I've done speak for me. So getting out there, boots on the ground, and just putting Cumberland County in the right direction. You know, this county is a gem. You know, I know people talk, everybody has issues, but it's work to do. And I'm ready to get the work done. And the best legacy I could have, if my county commissioner term, even if I did one term, which I think this upcoming seat is 3 years, is that, wow, he really said what he was going to do. And he really had boots on the ground, and it just wasn't slogans or catchphrases for him. He really reached out, talked to the people, got to know them, got to hear their issues. All of us had the same dinner table issues. And if we can just fix one of those, you know, and make people feel appreciated, feel that their taxpayer dollars are being spent in the right way, that would be good for me. And they say, you know what, we trust him. He was transparent, and he said what he was going to do.
Oh, that's powerful. That's
did
powerful.
What he was going to say.
Guys, we have the wonderful Darwin Cooper in here for CC Commissioner. If you haven't already, make sure you register to vote. We are here live and in person, getting a real deal. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. VoiceBox Radio, VoiceBox Media Group. We will be here getting it real, get into it. And we are super excited to have you here to spotlight you.
A big part, a big part of what we do here is like what you said, people talking down on the area, or like you hear a lot of, there's nothing going on out here, there's nothing to do. We done interviewed maybe like 25 to 30 people in the last 3 or 4 months that are like amazing, that are doing something. They're
brilliant.
Working to improve, their part of Cumberland County or Cumberland County as a whole. So it's really no excuses when it comes to stuff like that. What would be your advice for somebody with that type of mentality, that there's nothing going on out here, or they're down in the dumps about, the area that they're located in?
Well, they really shouldn't, because if they really look around, there's so much to do. Like, there's events. I know I'm running for office, and we get events sent to us, but there's so many, not just fun events, but resourceful events, job fairs, just exploring the county. Again, me and my son loved the county's beautiful. It's a great location. We're not too far from Delaware, not too far from Philly. We got the Jersey Shore. So the county is growing, and it's we just needed to grow a little bit better. That's why I'm running and moving in the right direction. But there's no way you can talk down on Cumberland County, because the diversity here, the rich culture of the communities, believe it or not, the good outweighs the bad. So that's why I'm still here, and I just love it. It's so much to do here. It's beautiful. Our rural areas, our farmland areas, down Cedarville, and everything to do. It's just so much to do here. So with that person, I would tell them to get out and explore more, and
touch some grass.
Touch some grass.
Touch the grass.
Flying first class equestrian. But we want to get into our
signature questions. Absolutely. Okay. So what can VoiceBox Media Group, VoiceBox Radio, Mission VoiceBox, and the community do for you, Darwin Cooper, to run, or in your candidacy, or you as a person, to do the work in the community?
You guys are doing it. Like I spoke earlier before I did my intro, you guys are giving people the olive branch and letting them say, here, we are here to help. Entrepreneurship, you guys are getting it done. Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
Because we need that. Our kids need to see that, especially people of color that look like us. Our kids need to see that and know that there's more to just getting in trouble.
Right.
We have successful people out here. But besides myself, thanks for having me on. Thanks for having me on. Thanks for having me on. I always say any publicity is good publicity.
Yes, absolutely.
So, getting the message out and letting people hear the message, and just saying, okay, you know what, let's review the message we heard tonight.
Right.
And let's see if we want to give them a chance on June 2nd. So keep promoting the message, and voter engagement is something special to me. I occasionally talk to the Reverend Al Sharpton, and I'm a member of the National Action Network, his group out of Brooklyn, New York. And you just got to, like, what our people went through. And we got people who still say they don't care about voting. That really gets to me, because I'm thinking, wow, man.
Or voting against their best interest.
Or going to vote against their best interest. And I'm thinking, wow, you really are lost. So get out, folks. Register to vote. Tomorrow, May 12th, is the last day to register to vote.
Right.
And let your voices be heard. This is your chance to let your voices be heard. Don't let your vote be silenced. They doing that now. If you don't know what's going on,
that'd be a whole nother hour.
That'd be a whole nother application, man. It is dangerous, life and death.
Yes.
You better get out and vote.
Right.
They're trying to take us back. To
all right.
That's crazy.
And then question number 2 is, if you could give your 16-year-old self some advice, what would it be?
16-year-old Darwin Cooper.
Yep. 16-year-old Darwin Cooper Jr.
Ignore the bad noises. I used to be focused on, I used to let that get the best of me.
Right.
So ignore the distractions that mean no good. Listen to your heart, listen to your mind. And if you have those set and clear, you can't lose, no matter the outcome of anything.
Absolutely.
So that's what I would tell a 16-year-old. Darwin Cooper Jr.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that. It's an honor to have you here on VoiceBox Radio. We're super excited to have you on our platform and hear your views and the things you want changed in our community along with us. And it's an honor for us to just spotlight you and give you the opportunity to be real honest.
Thank you.
And walk in your purpose.
I appreciate that.
Is there a final message you want your voters or the community supporters to know as we close out?
Yeah, I said a quick message. Cumberland County, again, this upcoming election is crucial. The primary, the general election. You have myself, Darwin Cooper Jr., who's running for Cumberland County Commissioner. I am ready to work for you. I'm ready to move our county in the right direction. I'm ready to be at your beck and call. We work for you, the taxpayers. A lot of these elected officials forget, it ain't the other way around. So a lot of people are yearning for younger leadership, and it's time. It's time we get new faces in. It's time we get younger leadership in. This is really special because this is the time you can pick your candidates and not political party bosses telling you who to pick once it's already done behind closed doors. You can decide on June 2nd. If you want something done, get out and vote, bring new faces in like myself so we can have a seat at the table and we can truly get things done. Einstein doing the same thing over and over again is insanity. So are we going to keep doing that? Getting the same old recycled politicians in?
Something new.
Let's try something new.
Do it. New results.
So that's what the message I will leave with the constituents and the people of Cumberland County.
Thank you so much. It's an honor to have you here. This is another episode of VoiceBox Radio right here on VoiceBox Media Group. We thank you all for tuning in. If you haven't already, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Guys, we are here for you. If you have a mission, a purpose, a passion, feel free to interact with us. Feel free to comment. Feel free to go on our page, like, share, subscribe. We are always here for you. Until next time. We are Big BMG, and we are out of here.
Bye, y'all.